So how do you book your hotel? It's a question that a couple of years ago would have been easily answerable. You would have picked up the phone and you would have spoken to the hotel directly. But in 2018, booking looks a little different with the advent of online. And certainly online travel agencies have come into the market and taken over a lot of the direct business that hotels do. What does that mean though? And how do the hotels turn that situation around so that they don't end up spending lots of revenue on getting their bookings? Joining us now to speak to us about how hotels can do this directly is the CEO at Adclick Africa, Velly Bosega. Velly, how did the hotels let it get so out of hand? How have they come to a point where they're spending so much money and giving so much money away through the online booking systems?
I guess it's because, the OTAs or online travel agencies, they've been doing their job very well. I mean, if somebody is giving you business and you only pay them for results, it really makes sense for you to continue working with them. And this is what has been happening for decades. So, I mean, OTAs, they will take about 15 to 25%, of your com. And as long as they bring the booking, really, that's why hotels, for a very long time, they've been relying on them. But that obviously is changing because there's a lot of hotels now that are deciding to, to get people or, potential guests to book direct, and it's because they want to own the relationship. I mean, there's an example that I've read about that is from the US, whereby one of the biggest OTAs visited this global hotel chain, and the CEO couldn't believe how much they've been losing, by just paying those, high commission to the OTAs.
So the question now is how? How do they turn it around and almost in a sense take back their power?
So in order for hotels to take back the power, they must do what OTAs have been doing and they continue to do every day. OTAs, they've managed to master digital marketing, and they've been investing a lot of money throughout the years in technology and also in expertise. I mean, it is proven that 80%, of online bookings, they happen through OTAs. And the reason why that is happening is because people, they believe that when you go to an OTA, you'll get the best deal. And number two, the OTAs, they've got many hotels, which means there is enough choice. But one thing that hotels, and some of them, they don't realize, is that the OTA is building a relationship with your guest before they come to you. So in order for hotels to do that, they have to master digital marketing and be able to take back that power by directing the bookings to their website.
What does that data gap look like now between the OTAs and the hotels? And is it possible for the hotels to start catching up on that data gap because they don't have the data?
Yes, it is possible to catch up, although it's going to take a while, So they say that 76% of the bookings to 80%, it happens on the OTA. But about 52% of the people that will go to an OTA, they will usually go to a hotel website to see who you are and check pictures, although they found you on an OTA. So that is the opportunity for the hotel to capture that data. But what we see is that although 52% of the people, after they leave the OTA, they see your website, look at the pictures, they still go back to the OTA because it's easy to book with them. Their booking engine is responsive, their website is responsive, your credit card is already there. So those are some of the things that hotels need to learn and also bring into their website so that they're making it easy for the guests to book with them.
Certainly wouldn't be a conversation around hoteling and people staying in different places without a conversation around Airbnb and what they've done to the space. How does Airbnb fit into this conversation that we're having right now?
Sure. I think, look, it's the same thing as like the OTA conversation, Look, it's all about the data. People, they're looking for cheaper options, so people, they go to Airbnb because they want a cheaper option, But the advantage here is that when you go to Airbnb, there's a lot of B&Bs, not really hotels, you know what I'm saying? So now, and we believe that when people go to hotels, it's because they want to stay in a hotel, so that is the advantage of you now optimizing your website to be responsive or getting a very responsive booking engine, and also controlling the data, like what Airbnb is doing. So in order for hotels to catch up, they almost need to become like the Airbnb and also the OTAs, yeah.
Let's land it with this, Velly, your message to the hotelier who just doesn't know what's going on and why so many of their bookings are going through OTAs. What can they do, the immediate steps they can take right now?
The immediate step, one thing that I know is that every hotel has got a website. Just make sure that your website is responsive, because 55% globally, it is proven that 55% of the booking is happening on your smartphone. So if your website is responsive, your booking engine is responsive, then you will attract more bookings. Number two, make use of that 52% of the people that leave the OTA to come to your website. How do you do that? You can use what you call remarketing. So what you do, you follow the people around. Immediately they land on your website, you start to remarket them with the messages, either by promoting a better discount than what they find on an OTA. Number 3, you must make use of loyalty programs. And we see this with one of the global hotel chains. What they've done, they are encouraging people to book direct with them by saying that if you book direct with us, maybe you'll get a free coffee, free breakfast. You know, they add some, maybe like a free massage, something that you wouldn't find on an OTA. And by doing that, they are saving like almost 25 to 30% of the com that they've been paying to the OTAs. So those are some of the basic things. And, you know, it's more like they always have to continue to improve their website because, you know, the purchase behavior of the travelers have changed. People, they move from multi-devices. They're using an iPhone. The next thing they are on their tablet. The next, you know, they also go on Facebook and also they go on the, you know, on the website. So you almost need to know how these guys are coming on your website. Learn a little bit of analytics so that you are able to optimize your website accordingly.
Fantastic. The only thing you missed out there was giving you a call and the folk at Adclick Africa, because that'll help too. Joining us to tell us about how hotels can sell a little bit more direct to the market and not give up so much of their comm to online travel agencies is the CEO at Adclick Africa, Velly Bosega. Velly, thank you so much for hanging out.